Let's take a live look at our beautiful State House this afternoon. Lawmakers are taking up the fight over pipelines and property owner rights this legislative session. Senate Republicans are pushing a new proposal they say would protect landowners while still allowing major projects to move forward.
KCCI chief political reporter Amanda Rooker shows us their plan and what it would change for Iowans.
This is one of the biggest unresolved fights at the State House. Who gets the final say when major infrastructure projects want to cross through private land? Senate Republicans have a new plan out. They say it protects landowners, and it's already stirring debate.
As carbon capture pipeline supporters rallied in the rotunda, Senate Republicans unveiled a proposal to help the multi-billion-dollar project move forward.
We will all but eliminate the need to utilize eminent domain in the state of Iowa.
Senate Majority Leader Mike Klimisch says his bill is designed to protect property rights. Under his plan, pipeline companies would have to try much harder to build around landowners who don't want the project on their land.
If the pipeline company runs into a landowner that doesn't wish to have that project cross their parcel, then the pipeline company currently right now has only one choice. This bill gives that pipeline company choices, and it gives the landowners choices.
The bill would allow companies to contact landowners up to 10 miles away from the original pipeline route. Klimisch says that means they could look for alternative paths much earlier and could talk to more landowners who want to sell. Companies would have up to a year to try and build a route made entirely of voluntary agreements before they can use eminent domain to take private land.
It's a solution that helps both protect landowner rights and helps the project continue to move forward with less eminent domain use. That's really important to us.
Some Iowa ethanol producers like Chris Bechart are already praising the bill. He says Iowa needs the carbon capture pipeline to open new markets and keep Iowa's agriculture industry competitive with other states. But critics say the bill doesn't solve the core problem.
I think it's all a distraction away from the issue that we've been fighting for 5 years, and that's property rights.
Jess Mazur with the Sierra Club says the proposal doesn't go far enough to protect landowners.
And Senator Klimisch's bill does not give someone the right to say no. It does not protect property rights.
Instead, she says state lawmakers need to ban carbon capture companies from using eminent domain to build pipelines.
Senate Republicans still haven't released the text of the bill they're proposing, and it's not clear if there's enough support for their measure to pass. What is clear is that both chambers are bringing this issue up early in session and want to find a resolution by the end of the year. From the State House, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.